it's the first thing you ever get, which gives you freedom, is your bicycle. You know, when you're 5 years old, and Dad lets go of the bike for the first time. It's your first taste of going free. And I suppose I've never really got away from that. And as I've gone along, I've kind of discovered that you can actually make a living out of still being a kid. Hi, my name is Chris Jones. I've worked within bicycles for about 22 years. Run a bicycle shop, my own shop called Cycles Bespoke. We do a lot of custom hand-built bike work through my other company, which is Jonesman.Bikes. It fulfills a lot of what I need out of life. It sort of utilises a lot of creativity, a lot of hard work. It's not just my shop. I have a business partner, Angus, who's the shop is both of our inspiration. We didn't want to be another bike shop. We wanted to be something a bit unique and a bit different, and that comes right down to the way we present ourselves, right down to the products we stock, right down to the way we advertise ourselves. We want you to always feel you're getting exactly what you want. We want you to walk away with a bike that's yours, not just a bike that anybody can have. Working as a mechanic as a kid, you sort of started because I was racing mountain bikes and couldn't afford, to get my bike worked on, so you're kind of forced to learn how to do it yourself. And the end game of being a mechanic is actually building what it is you're repairing. So in that regard, I always thought one day I'd try to, weld some metal together and make a bicycle. A local frame builder who I had a lot of respect for was looking for a part-time machinist, and sort of said, do you want to come over? I was like, yeah. And learned some bits and pieces about frame building through him, but certainly that definitely gave me the bug. The first bike I built was for my wife. The first bike out of my own workshop, completely, on my own. Which was just built with very basic tools. It was, I knew I was going to keep frame building. I knew it was a very important part of my life, and I suppose I wanted her to have, the first finished product. It's a very basic bike. I built her another one pretty quick once I got a few things figured out, let's just say. But it's still, it hangs up in the workshop, and it's a really nice thing just to hang on to as the very first one ever. You sort of can look up and you look at some of the frames hanging next to it and how far they've evolved and what I've learned. And to have that kind of beginning point there it's a bit reassuring, I suppose. The process is so enjoyable, and I think it's kind of funny. The closer to the end I get, the more I slow down in frame building. I think because I want to continue it on. You can really tune the way a bike feels and rides by choosing different materials the whole way through. The geometry is critical. A couple of millimeters here, a few millimeters there can make a good bike for a given rider, a fantastic bike for a given rider. Manufacturing on a mass scale has taken over. There's that element of a connection with the person who's actually built your bike is obviously it's gone, and it's nice to be able to try and keep that going, and to have that extra facet to a relationship with a customer. I've never looked at it really as a career either. I don't think it's just kind of part of who I am and what I do. And the best part is, down the road you see someone riding one of your bikes and having a good time, and it's fantastic.